Okay, so when it comes to this question here, adding mixed numbers, right? We're going to do this in stages, right? We're going to break it down. First of all, we focus on adding the whole parts, all right? So 3 plus 4 is 7, all right? So we'll add the whole numbers together there, and then we'll move on to the fractions. So we're doing it in stages, adding the whole numbers and the fractions. So to add 1/2 and 1/4, right? Again, you need to get these bottom numbers the same. They both go into 4. So 1/2 will be 2/4 because you double the bottom, double the top. So this will become then 2/4, add 1/4. Okay, the quarter stays the same because it's already at the 4, so you get 3/4. All right, so I've added the whole parts, you get 7. Add the fractions, you get 3/4. Put them together, my overall answer then is 7 3/4. Okay. Let's go on to number 6 here. So let's add these together here, the whole parts. So 7 add 5, okay, is 12. And again then, we added the whole parts, let's add the fractions now. 2/3 plus 1/6. Let's change these. Now, of course, 2/3 changes, doesn't it? So it's out of 6. Yeah? Change them both straight out of 6, so double the bottom, double the top. Now 1/6 stays as it is, so you get 5/6 when you add them together, add the top numbers. So 12 big ones, and then the fraction then 5/6. Sorted. Okay, number 7. Okay, add the whole numbers again. 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, let's change these then. 3/4. Right? Add 1/6 we want to do, yeah? So let's do 3/4 first and 1/6. Let's change the bottom numbers. Now what do they both go into? They both don't go into 6, so that's not good. You need to think of a multiple, common multiple that they both go into. 12 will work, right? So we change them both to add 12. So the bottom we will need to triple, okay? Because 4 goes into 12 3 times. So times the top by 3, so you get 9/12. We need to change the 6th as well, so that's out of 12. In this case, we're going to double. So you get 2/12 there. We then go about adding them. Okay, so 9/12 and 2/12. It says there to add them, so that's what I want to do. And if I add them, I get 11/12. So I've got 12 whole ones and then the fraction then, so the answer, final answer will be 12 and 11/12. Okay, this one here, again, add the whole numbers. 3 and 5 is 8. Let's do the fractions now. So this case now, 4/5, 3/10. Well, they both go into 10, so I only need to change the the first fraction. So double the bottom and double the top, 8/10. So then I end up with, instead of 4/5 plus 3/10, I'm going to have 8/10 plus 3/10. So that becomes then 11/10. Now, what's important here, right, to recognize is you end up having an improper fraction, okay, a top-heavy fraction. And if that's the case, then you need to adjust your answer again because we want to have a proper fraction here, a normal fraction. So we have more than a whole here. 10 goes into 11 once, with 1 left over 10. Okay, so when you add the fractions here, it ends up being 1 and 1/10. But don't forget the big 8 we had before, adding whole numbers. So when I put the whole numbers together here and that fraction, okay, you have 8 and 1 is 9, and then 1/10. So you actually add those whole numbers together and then the 10th to go with it. Number 9 then, let's just change this one. So let's take away this time. So we change these here. Now 2/3 obviously becomes 4/6. When we multiply the bottom by 2, we double it. 1/6 stays as it is. So 4/6, take away 1/6 is 3/6. And then of course, you got that as your answer, and that's a proper fraction, but we can simplify that, can't we? 3/6 is the same as 1/2. We could halve top and bottom. And then, so that's my fraction bit worked out there. And what I didn't do earlier, which is okay, I can do it now, I've got to take away the big numbers here. 7 take away 3 is 4. Okay, so 4.5 is that answer. Finish off then on this one. So, 5 take away 2 is 3 big ones, isn't it? Let's just do the fractions then as well. 4/5 We'll change that to instead of 10, so we double it, so double the top. So we end up having 8 over 10, take away 3 over 10, which is, again, 5 over 10. And I say again because I recognise now 5 over 10, well, 5 goes into the top once and goes into the top bottom twice, so we end up with a half again. So in this case then, big 5 take away big 2 is 3, and then the fraction half. And we're done.